Good, happy Wednesday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, ambulance crew delivers baby in Milton. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Snowing Thursday night when Mariah Tate felt contractions. Her baby was due the next day. Dad Alex was at work. She home alone with their 15-month-old.
I waited a little longer than I probably should have because, I didn't want to, people were out plowing and, doing their thing, so I didn't want them to, have to be a false alarm.
When a neighbor arrived to watch her son, she climbed into an ambulance and called Alex.
I left work, put it in four-wheel drive, and went as fast as I could, and stood at the hospital, what's going on?
The ambulance had stopped for a paramedic to climb aboard.
She checked me, and she was like, oh, pull over, and I'm like, what? So I'm freaking out, because, obviously I want him to be there and stuff, and I'm like, why are we pulling over again?
Little Callaway Jacobs had his own plan.
I couldn't believe it when she was like, okay, you can go ahead and push now. I was like, wait, what? No.
It was a first for EMT Devin Pajo.
Pretty much the paramedic did the delivery. I helped out with handing her what she needed, the clamps and all that kind of stuff, and blankets. And
what was running through your mind?
I couldn't believe it.
The crew delivering mom and healthy newborn son to family waiting at the hospital. After it was over, Mariah had a question for the paramedic.
So, was that your first time? And she goes, do you really want me to answer that? I was like, yeah, I was like, you did a great job, and you kept me calm through it, and she goes, yeah. I was like, all right, well, good job, thank you.
In Milton, Jennifer Crompton, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. What a nice story. Workers clear snow from Epping Elementary School roof. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
So you can't save money? That's easy as pie. Brown bag your lunch instead of going out. $6 save times 5 days a week times 10 years is $21,000. That's a lot of lettuce. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feedthepig.org.
Shovel snow off the roof at Epping Elementary School, filling huge bags for cranes to take away and dump on the ground.
A repeat of 2 years ago.
Epping encountered the same problem in 2015. After that, they developed a protocol to close school for snow removal anytime the snow piles up to more than 2 feet.
We've got cranes hanging over the school. It's a lot of weight. They're removing a lot of snow. Just for safety reasons, it's best that we close school and not have the kids in the building.
Firefighters checked the roof Monday when the snow stopped and deemed it safe, but high winds that day kicked up enough snow to cause concern.
When the wind blows, it takes it off the athletic fields and other buildings and puts it on that building.
It's a price you pay for living in New England.
Bob Bean spent the morning up on his roof shoveling the more than 20 inches that's piled up.
We've never had ice build up underneath, and I don't want to start now.
State Fire Marshal Bill Degnan is urging people to keep an eye on the snow loads on their roofs.
Take a look at it. It's for your own safety. If you have doors that are sticking in your house, or you're starting to see some cracks or some leaks, there's something to take a look at that you may have a problem up on your roof.
But Degnan says it's not always safe to go on your own roof, and people should take extra precaution even if they're on the ground using a roof rake.
People have been pulling on the snow and the whole side of the roof releases, and then they get injured because the snow comes down on them. And when that snow comes off the roof, it's like cement.
Epping Elementary School will be back open for classes tomorrow. The middle school and the high school will both be closed so they can clean the snow off the roofs there. We're live in Epping tonight. Siobhan Lopez, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Family of man shot by police files a lawsuit. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
So you can't save money? That's easy as pie. Brown bagging lunch instead of going out. $6 save times 5 days a week times 10 years is $21,000. That's a lot of lettuce. Small changes today, big bucks tomorrow. Feedthepig.org.
Body camera video shows the moments before 42-year-old Hagen Esty Lennon was fatally shot by 2 Haverhill police officers in Bath in 2015. Esty Lennon can be seen approaching officers after police say he got into a car accident. You can see a large blood stain on his shirt. Investigators say he was already bleeding from a previous self-inflicted wound. The family of Esty Lennon has filed a lawsuit against the officers involved in the shooting, which the Attorney General found to be justified 2 months after it happened. Officials say the video shows that officers ordered Esty Lennon to show them his hands, but then he put his hands in his pockets and pulled out a knife. The video goes on to show both officers continuing to order Esty Lennon to drop the knife, but he doesn't. Investigators say Esty Lennon charged at the officers, and when he was within 10 to 15 feet, they fired at him. In the lawsuit, attorneys for the Esty Lennon family argue there was no imminent harm to the officer's safety, and that he was a significant distance away, had no firearm, and was dazed and injured. Attorneys also say there was negligent supervision and training by the Haverhill Police Department that contributed to his death. An attorney for the Haverhill Police Department and one of the officers involved in the shooting released this statement late today. It is unfortunate that these dedicated police officers have been sued. This matter has already been thoroughly investigated and was found to have been completely justified under the circumstances. We attempted to reach out to the attorney for Esty Lennon's family, but our calls were not returned. Kristen Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. This is what traders will watch Thursday. Traders will be looking for economic data to continue to paint a positive story on U.S. economy and sentiment. The idea that the Fed will raise interest rates by mid-year, if not sooner. Trump Secretary of Labor pick Andrew Pazard withdraws nomination. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
We've just learned that Trump Labor nominee Andrew Puzder has withdrawn his name as President Donald Trump's nominee for Labor Secretary. The fast food executive says in a statement provided to the Associated Press that he was honored to have been considered by President Donald Trump to lead the Department of Labor and put America's workers and businesses back on what he called a path of sustainable prosperity. But after an embattled process where he was getting criticized on from many different levels, Andrew Puzder now has removed his name to be the cabinet position, as we mentioned.
Yeah, those long-delayed confirmation hearings were supposed to start tomorrow, but obviously now there's no need.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that does it for the Riley King newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday night. Good night, everyone. Bye.